Hi everyone, this is Lacey Long again, and since it's Mother's Day, I want to take a moment to say Happy Mother's Day to all you moms out there. I hope this day and every day is wonderful for you, for all you do for us kids. So, Happy Mother's Day. And it's actually because of all of you that I was inspired to make this dish the way I'm making it. I'm calling this my creamy mushroom lollipops. And I'm going to be displaying them in this beautiful vase. So one of the special equipment things you'll need for this recipe is some wooden skewers. And to start off with, we just want to make sure that those are soaking nicely in water because we don't want them to, burn when we put them in the stove. And to make it a pretty Mother's Day type bouquet, I'm just trimming each of the skewers at varying heights. There we go. So that when we put them in our vase, they'll look really pretty together. So in addition to that, we've got some other things to get started on. Come in with me. So we've got a few things to get started with. Among them, we have our puff pastry dough and our mushrooms. And to the mushrooms, I've just taken them, wiped the soil off, and then I've gone ahead and de-stemmed them. So you can see none of these have their little stems in them anymore. Now, for our puff pastry dough, we want this to thaw, but I kind of ideally would like it to thaw in the shape that we want to use it in, which is our little triangles. So I just took half a box, or 3 folds about this size, and to each fold I cut it in half, and then in half again, and then just into these little triangles. So I've got a whole stack of triangles here. And what we eventually are going to want to do is massage the dough or press the dough into these little pieces so that we can make sure they'll wrap around our mushrooms nicely. So that's really what we're looking for, and then the skewers that we have prepared will help keep this shape. But first, we of course need to cook our mushrooms and then fill them up with some creamy, cream cheesy goodness. So why don't you help me with that? To get our creamy mushroom filling started, one of the things we need to do is set out our Philadelphia cream cheese, and I'm using fat-free because I could use a little weight loss here, so we're going to go healthy today. In addition to that, I've prepped some spinach on the stove. I'm just using a bag of spinach, about 10 ounces, and to that I'm adding about half a stick of butter and some large cloves of garlic, like 2 large cloves of garlic, and I just roughly chop that up to release the flavor. Our spinach is all done and it smells amazing. And so we're just prepping another pan, and to this we're going to add our mushroom caps open side up, and we just want to saute these in some melted butter for a couple minutes, and then once those are all sauteed and cooked up nicely, we're going to add some dry white wine. Right before we add our nice dry white wine, I just want to take a moment to plug your local vineyard. My husband and I are big supporters of local wineries. That's actually, we got married at a vineyard very close to my parents' house, and so there we go. That's just what I want to ask you to do. Go ahead and give it a try if you haven't already. I'm sure that you're going to find a wine that you really love. And so that's what we did today. We got, we have some dry white wine here that is from one of our local vineyards right over in Virginia. So to our sauteed spinach, we're going to add a whole brick of Philly. Ooh, and it's softened up really nicely. So we're going to make sure those get fully incorporated. And the other thing that we're going to add to this combo is a whole jar of hot pepper jelly or hot pepper spread. So, ooh, I need a different tool for that. Here we go. And this will just give it such a different taste. A lot of people don't use this that often, but it is so good. So, mix those together and let's see how that tastes. I think this mixture is awesome. Just totally awesome, but it could use a little something extra. So we're going to add about 3/4 to a cup of Parmigiano Reggiano or Pecorino Romano cheese. Just a nice sharp aged cheese. and it's going to give us a really good texture, and then that cheese will melt in with the cream cheese and the spinach, and I don't think it gets better than that. So now that we have this all incorporated, we're going to go ahead and add this to our mushroom chops, which have finished up on our stove, and they've browned up nicely. Oh, they smell awesome. So just go ahead and fill these up. And then we're going to go ahead and wrap them in our puff pastry dough. So you can see what all of these look like when they're done. And with each of them, what we did was we took our puff pastry dough and wrapped it around, and then we just put a little egg wash on them. That's it. We are totally against waste in our house, and there are actually a surprising number of people who do not like mushrooms so much. Although, in these lollipops, I can't see anyone not going for them, especially kids. They just have that appealing look to them. But, just in case, we're going to take the remainder of our spinach mixture, and we're going to add just our egg from our egg wash, and some more cheese. Doesn't this look delicioso? We just went ahead and sprinkled the extra sharp cheese all over the top, and we're going to pair this with some crackers for anyone who doesn't want a mushroom lollipop. Simple as that. Our dip is ready. Let's give it a shot. Delicious. I love it. It's got that creamy goodness, but I still want to give our mushrooms a try. Isn't this a beautiful little Mother's Day bouquet? I've been working on arranging these just like they're real flowers, but actually, wait, I should taste this. So let's see. I love it. I'm Lacey Long, wishing you peace, love, and all things tasty. Happy Mother's Day.